Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ, April 25th, 2011, and it's 1:55 a.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Today's topic, are you ready for that HHO generator yet? Get ready, because when fuel goes between 5 and then 6 and 7, and then someone slipped up and said, and this came from the Congress arena, $10 a gallon. And I can only guess who said that, because they said just go buy a car with higher mileage, like everybody's got money laying around to pick it up and just go buy a car. Well, the man's a dummy. All right, let's get real on this HHO generator by Stan Myers. YouTube him, Stan Myers HHO generator. Now, hold that in your mind there. Let me tell you why we need to use his idea to run our cars, our homes, our buildings, our businesses, anything else you want to run. It can be adapted to go on a lawnmower. In other words, you run your car, your house, or your building off of water. And you don't need cooling towers for it. And the byproduct, it puts out a huge amount of water droplets. Byproduct. On the other hand, if you had a nuclear power generator like the 4 lined up there in Japan, and the 4 that exploded, that byproduct, wow, is deadly radiation. And it ain't over. It ain't over there. Cost to rebuild Japan at $235 billion, and current unofficial lives lost or 35,000. I said 30,000 on my first blog here. Okay, as you know, with this nuclear facility in Japan going offline and all 4 of them blowing up, I think 4 did, maybe it was 3, with all the amounts of radiation in the air, so many million per parts of air or something, there's enough out there that's going to kill a lot of people over a long time. So now the talk is, well, what about, 3 Mile Island? Now, we got a bunch of these down here. My brother worked on one outside of Augusta. He was a expediter there. But 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl in Russia, and then Japan, you would not have all these problems. Here's what you would have if you had an HHO generator running a building. You'll have a generator. You may have a series of generators. Say you've got a 100,000 square foot building. I don't know what kind of generator it would take, but I imagine you could put about 2 10,000 horsepower generators somewhere, low noise, low vibration, and a couple of 55-gallon drums of water. Fire them up. Those suckers will run a week on that drum of water. Water. And the byproduct, water. You don't even smell it. It's water. The engine wear, non-existent. Do you tune it up? No. Change oil? Occasionally. But you'll find that the oil is as clean as it was when you put it in, when you take it out to change it. Why? Well, there's no gasoline. See, what makes the oil dark is gasoline, unburned gasoline that's been twisted and pulled and shot through venturis and gone through push rods and all this stuff. turns it black. It's a residue. With water, hey, you just got water. So Stan Myers was killed for his idea. He turned down $500 million because his car was able to drive from New York to California on 22 gallons of water. That's it. So I say, with all the talk about all these facilities, all the talk about not drilling oil out in the Gulf, all this talk about Obama telling everybody, well, you know what, we just don't need to drill nowhere. You know, kiss my butt. What we need to do is what's right for America. And there is enough water in my backyard in the pond to last me 100 lifetimes right now. Last you too. So now's the time. Research it. Look at it. Look up those generators and see just what they are. You know, you can build an HHO generator. Stan Meyer said $1,500 per car. Well, that's him making a little bit of profit. You know, you can probably do it for $300 or $400. And that'd be good to maybe up to 1 million miles on a car. And that'd be putting a gallon of water a day. Or if you're on the road, then maybe up to 10 or 12 gallons of water in a day. But being conservative, fuel cost, 125,000 miles at $5, 30 miles a gallon, $21,000. So you would save $19,500 minimum. If you drove 250,000 miles at $5, 30 miles per gallon, you save $41,000+. Generator to power your home between $5,000 and $7,000. Your power bill over 30 years, $126,000. What did you save? $120,000. And this list goes on and on and on. You can power anything that takes electricity or anything that takes gasoline off of an HHO generator, where water is the fuel. No emissions. You will never flunk an emissions test. Water is the fuel to power a generator, to power your home, to pipe in the hydrogen into your fuel system, your intake, pray to the mouth sensor. I mean, this thing cost me $50 so far, you know. And I figure I could probably spend 50 more and then have it so that I wouldn't even need fuel to start my car. Everyone, get real on this. Get real, man. I'm telling you, this country don't need gasoline. We don't need Alabama power, Georgia power, New York power. Toronto power. We don't need it. These generators, you take a regular generator from Home Depot or Lowe's. If you got a house of 2,000 square foot, get you a 10 to 12,000 watt generator. That'll run your air conditioning and power the whole house. I have a 5,000 watt. I'll power my whole house, but I won't power my air. I will power my heat because it's just a 110 and you got natural gas going through it. But there you go. You can do away with it. Forget the natural gas. Do it with this gas. So you know what? That's the way to do it. How about look at it, research it, get into it. I'll bet you will find this extremely interesting. And why in the world would anyone hold this back from you? Ask the government why. They're the ones that's doing it. They'll lose $1 trillion of revenue in 1 year if you do it. I'm telling you. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.